to this week's episode of Make a Thing. It's going to be a short one because we're basically just focusing on casting a single role. We are looking for someone to play Ronnie, one of our three main characters. The person should be between 18 to 25 years old, male, and living in Los Angeles, or in the Los Angeles area anyway, and wants to be a part of sort of an open-ended art project, this weird thing that we're putting together. I do want to emphasize that this is not a job, it's not a gig, and there's no experience or exposure or pay that you could get somewhere else on a real project that's being filmed professionally. This isn't that. So if your needs are different than that, we totally understand. But if you're just into doing some cool stuff with some other super creative people, then I think this is going to be a really good time. And regardless if anyone actually ever sees the damn thing, I think it's going to end up being very cool, and we're going to be very proud of it. So let me tell you a little bit about Ronnie. And if it sounds good to you, then please get in contact with us. DM us at Wisteria_Tales on Twitter, or if you happen to know us personally, you can hit us up on Facebook, etc. Or you can go to wisteria.ai, and you can, I think there's a chat window or a chat button you can click on, at least on the mobile phone, and you can communicate with us through that. Please feel free to forward this video anywhere to anyone who might be interested in it, and we are totally psyched to describe everything in further detail and have them watch the show because it's super fun. So let me tell you a quick description of Ronnie. Ronnie is a enthusiastic guy. He's a driven guy. He's got big plans and sort of a big vision for what the group's going to do. He is a programmer. He is not a particularly great programmer, but he knows enough to sort of put his ideas together. And he works tightly with his best friend named Joao. Joao is a real genius, and they together have cracked the data stream of the Wisteria Corporation. And Wisteria, in the future that this takes place in, is a massively multiplayer, persistent VR experience that is absolutely real when you're playing it. And the people that play it can become superstars, essentially, just like with Twitch followings, et cetera, et cetera. But it's expensive to play, and really only people in the middle class and up can experience this thing. And Ronnie, Joao, and Alice are not that. They are part of a much poorer community, has absolutely no access to anything like this. And Ronnie has an idea, since he and Joao used to work at Wisteria. They know some of the technology, and they believe that they can sort of drill into the info and piggyback it out so that people of a much lower economic sphere can still experience it at a much, 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 much cheaper rate. It's totally illegal, and they are sort of hackers with a Z, but they're very passionate about what they do. And Ronnie is Ronnie has an idealistic vision of what this could mean for people. That said, he's also a pretty self-conscious guy, and he is worried whether or not he can really pull this off. He has the chops to really pull it off, and he sort of overcompensates for that with his personality. He is in a relationship with Alice that is long-term. He's a little bit of a cocky jerk, and a little pushy with people sometimes when he wants to get things done. But ultimately, he proves to be a good guy and a good partner to Alice and a good friend to Joao, even though what they get involved in gets pretty hair-raising and occasionally pretty scary. That's the sum up of him. If that sounds cool to you, we want to hear what your pitch is to us on how you would play him. So please contact us again, Wisteria_Tales, Wisteria.ai, or contact us personally at any of our Facebook accounts, and let us know you want in on the deal. I think it's going to be super, super fun. Everyone who's behind the camera and doing animation and writing this stuff is all actually really good at what they do, and it's coming together in a really beautiful way. So let us know what you think. Hit us up and follow us on Make a Thing. We show up every single week and go back and look through all the stuff we've done so far. You can see the animations, you can see what the plot is. We're open about everything that's happening, and we really want to try and pull this together in the next couple of months and get a bunch of episodes shot. So hit us up, let us know what you think, and I'll see you next week for Make a Thing.